Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all just like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, and listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, why don't you join? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs right now. Steve Harvey, yeah, join me. Come with me, help me say, I'm so grateful. You gotta turn it on, yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Man, if y'all only knew. I think I'll tell it to you. This morning, man, started off real crazy. But it's just those little mishaps where we as people who are striving to be successful, that makes all the difference in the world. When you have those little minor things that come up, you can't let the minor things stop you. You've got to keep pressing forward. Now, could I have played the role of where is my car? Where is my car? Oh, where is my car? Instead of hustling and grab a cab. So what am I? Am I above a cab ride now? Or do I have to look at the bigger picture and say, okay, I could act like a little spoiled brat, some type of star, and go, I don't ride in cabs, or where's my car? And then go to blaming people for not having a car. Or do I make the adjustments? Cause ain't like I ain't been in a cab before now. Slow down. Ain't like I ain't never been in a beat up car before. Slow down. Ain't ever like I ain't never had a car and rode a bus before. Slow down. Ain't like I ain't never been homeless before and ain't have nowhere to go. Slow down. So in those moments right there, always remember where you come from. But even more importantly, always remember where you're trying to go. Because it's important for me that I get here as many mornings as I possibly can. It's important because that's the goal. And so many people allow minor things to stop them on their road to success. And I'm giving you this example today, not to say, hey, look at me, but to say to you, hey, listen to me. There are going to be a lot of things that's going to happen along your way to being successful. And if you allow the small things to stop you, there's no way you'll make it. You've got to always press forward and stop looking at the situation for what it is. And look, sometimes you have to take your eye off of right now and put your eye on the future. You know, God has blessed me in so many ways. I mean, what can I say? You know, I asked God for this syndicated show. He gives me a syndicated show. Now I act like I don't want to come to it. Hold on, man. Slow down. Did not you ask for this? Do I not realize that there are certain people, man, who look forward to this message in the morning? I've heard it from people. So from the hundreds that I've heard it for, that could represent thousands for all I know. So if I think somebody's counting on me, I got to try to get there and give something. So today I didn't have any time at all to think about what I might say. I just walked right in and the jingle was playing. And so I decided to just tell you about my day, and maybe you can relate it to something you're going through along the way, because no matter who you are, you're going to have some moments, man, where things are going to happen. And like I always tell my kids, and I just had this conversation with my little girl, it ain't that things ain't gonna happen. It's how you handle what happens that matters. But it don't matter. It's how you handle what happens that's the determining factor on where you get in life and how soon you get there and how long you stay there. There will always be a mishap, something that's gonna throw you off. There will always be something, man, that could deter you. There will be something somewhere, man, that will make you doubt it. Now that you know that's gonna happen, then let's talk about how you handle what happens, because it's going to happen. So now what do you do as a person when these moments come about in your life? How do you handle them? Oh, woe is me. Oh, I guess it wasn't meant to be. Well, if the Lord wanted me to have this, I'd have that. Do you know how many times you hear people say that? You know, man, it really irks me, man. Stop using God as your excuse. God ain't no excuse. God is a reason. He's a reason why the good happens. He's a reason. He's not an excuse. God don't have no excuses in none of his scriptures or writings. Not that I've read. He just don't make excuses. I would have done this, but, you know, there's a scripture that says the poor shall always be amongst us. Why, that's got to be you. Yeah, he said the poor will always be amongst us because he know everybody ain't going to follow the principles of success. But he also said he came to give you life and give it to you more abundantly. He said that too. But, oh, no, you don't want to hear that because your life kind of tripping out a little bit. So now what you do with it? Now you twist it and you go to that one little scripture that say, well, the poor shall always be amongst us. Well, that's put in there because that's a just in case. See, that's a just in case y'all don't want to follow the scriptures. That's just in case you don't understand that faith without works is dead. That's just in case you have not because you ask not. It's just in case you don't believe and shall not doubt. He got all that in there. But in case you don't want to do that, there is a scripture that tells you what'll happen if you don't do it. And here it is. The poor shall always be amongst us. But then you get that when they say, well, I guess that's the Lord's will. Lord's will. Really? Really? Really, really. That's amazing. I just don't believe that about him. I don't believe that God created your life to be a life of misery. I think that we make decisions along the way that cause us to have lives of misery. But I really, really just don't believe that God created you for that. I've heard Nelson Mandela speak. And, you know, you gotta go, wow, all those years in prison, man. What was it about? When you hear him speak, you understand what it was about. He said he always knew he would be free one day. Now, what he said he never knew was, he said he never knew that he would be the president of that country. Oh, my goodness. What a long way around. But he could have sat there and got involved in prison activities that wasn't up to par and things like that. And they said whenever young inmates used to come in, he was telling a story one time of how young inmates used to come into the prison. They all sit around and talk to him about what they were doing and how many kids they had in their lives. And it helped them keep track of their outside a little bit. And it kept a sense of time for them. And it reminded them to talk about what they left behind. And it kept them going because something was greater on the other side. Had he allowed that to stop him, had he allowed the imprisonment, which is a pretty major deal, oh, by the way, then guess what? He would have never been the Nelson Mandela that we know today, a martyr, a leader, a great force. People want to go around him. Even people that imprisoned him could not understand his staunch strength, his faith, his unwavering commitment. They couldn't understand it. So things are going to happen in your life, but it's how you handle what happens that matter. So keep pushing, y'all. Don't let the little things get in the way, okay? And if sometimes you just don't know. I got in the cab thinking I wasn't going to make it, but at least let's go see. Let's try. I made it. Now, guess what? That gives me another piece of information that I have. And I had to see it again today. Guess what? I said today, man, sometimes when it look like you ain't gonna make it, just go head on anywhere. Now, I could still be back there at the hotel talking about where my car. But I got up in here, I made it. So now, what y'all gonna do with it? Let's go.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. It's the start of a brand new week, so let's just get it right. Here's the question. Ain't God good? The answer to that is a resounding yes. Wrap your mind around that. Start your day with gratitude, which will affect your attitude, which is in direct correlation with your altitude. It's the Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. That's only one way to do it, and that's how we doing it. This is how we do it. Yeah, all right there. Note was a little bit too high for me right there. I should have started in the lower register. I didn't have nowhere to go with it, but it came out like that, so wasn't nothing I could do. I want to apologize to all the gifted singers out there that knew that was off, but I recognized it too. And so I just wanted you to know I'm not. And now, as Roscoe Wallace, couldn't tell me nothing, but as Steve Harvey, I know better. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Steve Harvey Morning Show, starring the following people: Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mouth of the South, and Junior Boy, better known as government name Kill Spade.
He's stupid for real.
Stupid. This is how we do it.
I'm in the wrong register.
I already knew. I knew that.
Apologizing to Montel.
Especially Montel is still making money off that song.
Yeah, he did a Super Bowl commercial for him, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he listens too. What up, Montel?
What up, Montel?
He does.
Yeah. Unc, let me ask you something, Unc. I just want to know how you think about these people on this show. If you was going to commit a robbery, Unc, who would you do it with, Shirley or Carla? How would you, and why would you?
Carla, hands down. We can stop asking this question. Shirley.
Was it going to be me, Junior?
What would be the problem?
Shirley got a couple problems. First of all, she don't cuss. Now, how we gonna get everybody in the flow at the robbery and you don't want to cuss at nobody?
Come on, guys. We need everyone to get on the floor.
No. See, you need somebody to cuss. That's how you get them in the flow. That's the first problem.
Yeah.
Secondly, when I holler, everybody down.
Yeah.
Then here comes a correction, Steve. It's everyone.
Everyone. Thank you.
Okay, now we got another problem. Then number three, she's scary.
Yeah.
She's just a real scary person.
That I am.
And then she bougie. She all at the robbery with heels on and stuff. Got a midriff top on and all this here. What is you doing?
Not the crop.
I like
Not
to
the
put it
crop.
on.
Rocking the crop during the robbery.
Yeah, I don't want
wearing
that.
heels too, though.
Yeah. You don't want that up.
I need Carla, somebody in that's gonna be hood.
What Carla
and
do,
then, hold up. And then the last thing, Shirley too damn honest. Yes, it was us.
She confessed?
What?
She confessed?
What?
In the first 48?
We don't have video. It's okay. It was us. I cannot lie.
Yeah.
Carla be in that line, got a mask on, then cussed everybody out, shot somebody in the leg. We gonna come out of there.
Allegedly.
And was it you?
Allegedly.
No. That's her favorite word, allegedly. Shirley gonna tell the truth.
I'll forget the alias names we gave each other. I'll be like, Carla, Steve.
We be like, sit down, Shirley. Me and Steve will be Cleo from Set It Off.
Yeah. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, Junior's in for the nephew as we run that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now to run that prank back, and Junior is in for the nephew. What you got, Junior?
I don't know where the nephew at.
Filming late. Can't film late and get up early.
Don't you film late all the time?
Every 5 days a week.
Oh, okay.
And don't you come in here every morning up?
Come right on in here.
Well, he did leave us the prank, so let's go ahead and listen to this. Here it is. Apartment 316. I don't know what this is, but apartment 316.
Oh,
Let's go, Cat.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Dale.
Yeah, this is Dale.
Hey, Dale, how you doing, man? My name is Bond, dude. You live in, I'm trying to make sure I got the right dude, man. You live in Court, right? Apartments?
Yeah, I live in What's going on?
Okay, you live in apartment 316, right?
Yeah, is it something I need to be worried about? What's going on with my apartment?
Oh, no. Everything cool with your apartment, man. I got your number from lady at the leasing office.
Regarding?
So what now?
What's it in regards to?
Well, actually, what's going to happen is I'm going to move to Court. And what I wanted to do, See, man, every apartment I've always had, I've always lived in apartment 316. And I know you in 316. So they, the girl at the office gave me, because I don't want to move nowhere else where I can't be in room 316. I got to be, it's just real superstitious, I know, but I got to have apartment.
Hey, hold on. You say your name Vaughn?
Yeah, I'm Vaughn.
Right, Vaughn. And who gave you my number again?
One of the ladies at the leasing office when I was over there.
Who was it?
I can't really remember her name, man. Well, listen, cut this. I'm going to tell you like this, man. Don't call me for nothing like that, man. Now I ain't moving out of my apartment, man. I've been staying there for 4 years. When I move out to the apartment, I move in a house. You understand? All this you got going with your whatever it is, your 316, your 132, that's on you, man. No, it ain't 132. I got to stay in 316, man. See, that's what I'm trying to say. I done signed the lease, so I'm stuck with it. I got to get that apartment. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Would you like to, which other apartment would you like to move to? And I go on and get them to move your stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't moving nothing. Ain't nothing moving. Only thing gonna move is them numbers. You can add them up, divide them, do whatever you want to them, but I ain't moving. So you gonna have to get that to your head, man. And really, because I don't know who the gave you my number with like this. I'm at work and calling me with because I don't even know no Vaughn. No, you don't know me, dog. I asked them who was in 316. They told me that ain't none of your business who in 316, man. Hey, listen, man, I'm trying to do this as respectful as possible. Like I said, I really can't function unless I'm living in a disrespect me then. Do a disrespectful then, because I'm going to show do this. You call me with like this, I don't give a favorite. No, I don't care if that was your favorite scripture. Okay, hey, dog. Call me with like that, man. See, now you're going to make this hard. Okay, so let me tell you this to you. I already told the lady I want to be in 316. She told me I needed to deal with Dale. Now, I'm trying to deal with you in a polite way. Okay, because like I say, I can't function, man, unless I'm in apartment 316. I can't even get them to go to work. I cannot function, okay? I have to have that apartment number, dude. All right. So, it sounds like you got a problem on your hands, man. Whatever your problem is, that's your problem. Ain't got to do with me. Don't call me no like that. Like I say, I've been staying in 316. I'm going to stay in 316 till I move to a house. You need to find something else to do. And really, I'm off at the that gave you my number to call me with is. I can't believe that. Hey, first of all, let me say this to you. I don't like the way you talking to me. First, and I told you I got a problem. I don't like the way you come at me with that come at me with a number. What the I look like you, man? 316. What? Excuse me, dog? What you say? You calling me with this I tell you what, man. Come at me or come at my apartment with that you gonna see it, man. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, man, I'm trying to handle this respectably, man. Okay? All right? That's what I'm trying to do. Dale, listen to me. I'm trying to tell you honestly, dog, I cannot function outside of them 3 numbers. I have to live in apartment 316. That ain't my business, man. No, I don't have to come move your but I do. Hold on. Run that back. What you say? I said, I don't want to have to move your said that down. That me. What you gonna come move my? Hey, matter of fact, come on. Come move 316. 316, I had to put for you. Come on, man. Come move my man. Come on, 210 solid. Come on, move your all kind of going on in the world, but no, I got 365 days to deal with this. I'm at work. I'm on my 9 to 5, and you come at me about some 316. I'm gonna whoop somebody. That's all I got to say, man. It's gonna be you. Before I deal with you, though, I'm gonna get the lease now for even giving you my number. All day. Hey, man, I'm just trying to tell you, I have to stay under them numbers, man. I have to. I'm superstitious like that. I know everybody ain't like that, but I just happen to be like that. You understand? Everybody ain't like that, man. I ain't got time to be dealing with really, everybody ain't got time to even sit up and listen like this. Man, you let that Christian, man. Other than that, I've been out this job looking for what apartment number did they give you? They gave me like 329 or something like that. I can't stay there, man. That's where I'm gonna meet you at, man. Meet me at 329, 6 o'clock tonight. How about them numbers? Okay. So how about these numbers right here? 877-29-STEVE. What that mean? 877-29-STEVE. 877-29-C. You ain't never heard that number before? Yeah, it sounds familiar. That's the number to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Because this is nephew Tommy, and you just got pranked by your coworker Linda. I be, make that This sounds crazy as hell. I was believing it for a second. Had me rolling. Got me about to take off and go to the leasing office, call right now.
Ain't you got a coworker named Linda?
Linda? Ain't this about Linda covering for Linda right now? I wonder why the hell she taking so long. She on some man. God, y'all had me going though, man.
Hey, Dale, I got one more thing to ask you, man.
Go ahead.
Dale, you at work for real, ain't you?
Yeah.
Hey, man, what's the baddest radio show in the land, man?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Get back to work, man. Your phone off the hook over there.
All right.
Why?
There it is, Shirley. Part
All right,
316.
You play too much.
That was a funny one. All right,
Yeah.
Junior, thank you. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO with our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, we will recap last night's star-studded Oscars. This year's show was a lot more calm than last year. Would you agree? No slapping, none of that.
Nobody walk on stage. Nobody.
It was boring.
You were looking for some action, huh, Junior? We'll discuss the winners and the red carpet looks. That's all coming up. But right now, it is time to ask the CLO. All right. Here we go. Carmela in Rutherford says, I'm a 50-year-old divorced woman and I allowed my husband's mother to keep living in the house with me after the divorce. But I won't allow my ex-husband to come inside my house to see his mama. If he wants to see her, then he should let her live with him. Would I be wrong to divorce his mama too?
Well, obviously it was an ugly breakup.
Yeah.
And the mother is a byproduct of it, seems like. Obviously, you didn't have no problem with her. But now he want to come over there to visit her. You don't want him in your house because of what he did to you. And you don't have to let him in there. You know, the mama ain't a baby. So, you know, this ain't visitations. You know, this your weekend, this
Joint
my
custody.
weekend.
Yeah, joint custody and child support.
Yeah, that ain't what that is. I don't care how you see your mama. It ain't gonna be over here.
Okay. I'm surprised she let his mom stay there.
Really?
Well, hey, Lord, hey, if you want to see your mama so much, move in your house.
Hello. Hello. That part.
Yeah, you haven't said anything
You
wrong.
know,
All
if
right.
you coming in here trying to be nasty with her, then no, take your mama, put her wherever you want her to be, where you can see her whenever you want to. That's an easy fix. But you ain't coming in here.
You ain't running nothing up in here.
No, you did what you did. You gone.
Yeah. Bye. All right. Moving on to Ashley in Tucson. Ashley says, I was supposed to go on a blind date, but I got a flat tire. I pulled over and a fine black man helped me fix my flat. He said that I gave him an excuse to skip a blind date with this fat girl he was supposed to meet. I said, I'm thick, not fat. He realized that he put his foot in his mouth and asked me out. Should I go?
Yeah.
So she was the date, huh?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you was the date. He asked you out. That was what the blind date was. You know
Yeah.
you big.
She said thick,
Thick.
not
Well,
fat.
okay.
There's
Body,
a,
yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, there's a
On the
difference.
picture he saw, you was fat. When he got there and saw you, he helped you out. He's a good dude, and he asked you out. Just go on and go on the date.
Okay, that's what she wants to know. Should she go?
Yeah, you should go, because if it ain't going to work out or wasn't going to work out, then it won't.
Okay, all right.
I agree.
Okay.
You know, and you listen to me. Everybody got different definitions. Thick and fat. It's borderline, depending on eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
It just could have been a picture. It was a blind date. He saw a picture of you. That's all it was.
Yeah. It
All
don't
right.
work though.
All
If it
right,
don't
Ashley.
work though, that tire going back on flat. I know.
What'd you say, Junior?
As soon as I walk in the restaurant,
Oh, if the
Meaning-
date doesn't work out.
Yeah, if it don't work out, if the tire going back on flat, I just sat there and changed the tire. Oh, no.
You're so petty. Yada, 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 yada.
All right, moving on to Angie in Kingwood. Angie writes, my boyfriend's brother sent me a nude pic of his lower half, and I told my boyfriend about it, and we both said it had to be a mistake. My boyfriend checked my texts a few days later, and the picture was still there, and he has been mad since then. Why is he mad at me? Does he think I was enjoying the picture?
Well, you ain't erased.
Because she didn't erase it, delete it.
Delete it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what his brother, you know what's up? Why he mad? Why he ain't mad?
You got a picture of his brother's.
And still on there. What happened to delete? And if it was an accident, you sure happy to get it.
Maybe she forgot it was on her phone. She moved
Girl,
on
stop.
with her life.
Girl, stop.
Maybe.
Nope.
She's checking it out. She's looking at it every day.
Every other day at least. You can't make it over. It's okay.
Okay, I'm good. What you doing? Oh, just looking at my phone.
Scrolling.
Just.
Wait, but say it like this. What you doing? Just looking at my phone.
What you doing?
Okay,
Too much. All right, last one, Steve. Last one. This is Jana in Cincinnati. Jana says, my husband is a photographer and he was editing proofs of a naked woman. I asked when he started taking nude photos, and he said he can charge more for nudes, so it's a new thing for him. Shouldn't he have told me about the nudes?
Nah. He worked.
Not before?
No. Do y'all go home and tell your husband everything happened on your job? We have new segments, new guests. Y'all go in there? Nope.
But they don't involve nudes, though. They don't involve naked people.
And our husbands can hear it.
Yeah.
On the air. We can't hide it.
Whatever. I don't think he was wrong for not sharing it. You know, he's a photographer. These deals come through, and he got to earn money to take care of his family. That's art, baby. That's art.
Oh, that's art.
The nude body. Yeah, they say it's art. Okay.
And obviously it was not a big deal because he was editing them at home.
Yeah, and he was editing them, you know, taking blemishes off and smoothing stuff out and, you know, looking and making sure everything is right.
That's good.
Looking and looking and looking.
Yeah, because you got to edit them. Good, too.
Meticulously.
Client.
You got to focus. What you doing? Hair bumps?
That makes sense.
Yeah. What
So
you
when
doing
you
now?
start-
Just doing pores, getting rid of pores.
Yeah.
So when did you start editing nude photos? When did you start doing that?
Every time I take them. Every time I take a nude, I got to edit.
Yeah.
You know.
When did you start booking the clients?
Yeah. When did that happen?
Oh, that been happening. That girl, it's been happening.
No, like when? I'm asking you when.
Well, like how long I've been taking pictures.
Since the
When
beginning?
you first started,
Yeah.
you weren't editing nude photos. No, you weren't doing that.
Well, you know, when Instagram came out though, and everybody wanted, you know, all these, things for Instagram, that's when the business picked up. Because, you know, somebody got to take these pictures for these people.
You can't post nude photos on Instagram.
Yeah, but you could take them almost though. Like it's a whole process. Like the ones that go on Instagram is as they get naked. Then the naked ones they keep for themselves.
And that's the service that you want to be known for as a photographer, that you do that.
I want to be known as a complete and thorough photographer.
There you go.
All right. Coming up at the top of the hour,
Any more
CLO.
questions?
No.
We gotta go. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, so last night the Oscars were telecast. No slapping, none of that. I'll just give you a quick breakdown. Yeah. Everything, everywhere, all at once was everything at the 95th Academy Awards last night. It's a sci-fi comedy. It won 7 Oscars, 7, including Best Picture and Best Director. The movie nearly swept the acting categories as well, with Oscars going to Ke Huy Quan for Best Supporting Actor, Jamie Lee Curtis for Best Supporting Actress, and Michelle Yeoh for Best Actress. For Quan, who began his career as a child actor in 1984's Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, the win marked an incredible comeback for him. Michelle Yeoh made history as the first Asian woman to win the Best Actress Oscar. She said, quote, "For all the little boys and girls who look like me watching tonight, this is a beacon of hope and possibility." She added, "And ladies, don't let anyone ever tell you that you're past your prime." The crowd really responded for that one. Yeah. Let's see. Who else? Brendan Fraser won for Best Actor for The Whale. And as expected, host Jimmy Kimmel poked fun at last year's infamous slap. Take a listen.
We know this is a special night for you. We want you to have fun. We want you to feel safe. And most importantly, we want me to feel safe. So we have strict policies in place. If anyone in this theater commits an act of violence at any point during the show, you will be awarded the Oscar for Best Actor and permitted to give a 19-minute long speech. No, but seriously, the Academy has a crisis team in place. If anything unpredictable or violent happens during the ceremony, just do what you did last year. Nothing.
Wow.
That was perfect. So, I mean, Angela Bassett did not win for Best Supporting Actress. Everybody was, hoping that she did, of course.
I was absolutely crushed.
Yeah, you were.
I was absolutely crushed that she didn't win. I text y'all. Remember, I was so upset.
Yeah.
Come on, Steve. What do you got to say?
Well, like I told you.
You said it.
See,
you said.
We back to business as usual now. Last year, they had us, all these women hosts. We had
Regina Hall, Wanda
male
Sykes,
and female executive producer. We gave away Oscars to a whole lot. And then Will went up there and ruined it for everybody.
Yes.
So now it's back to business as usual.
Yes, it is.
The Oscars is back.
It's so disappointing for her to be snubbed again, because in my heart, and I think everybody listening, you think about Angela Bassett's body of work in all of her roles. She is owed an Oscar from What's Love Got to Do with It with Tina Turner.
Got one for them.
She should have got one back then.
Sure.
I applauded her reaction.
Yes,
because
her face.
I went, yeah. That's how you supposed to feel about it. What the?
She pulled it together, but yeah, at that moment she was. Yeah,
what the?
See the disappointment.
Who you?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm not. No.
Yeah, she was hurt.
No, Lord.
Well, Rihanna performed, and she was beautiful as usual.
Yes.
She sounded just perfectly on pitch. And A$AP Rocky, the father of her baby and the one that's
Hold on 1 second, Shirley. Shirley, for you to say she sounded perfectly on pitch does not really carry any weight. Let the people on this show who know music and
I know music.
Well, you know
Shirley thinks she can sing.
That's what
he
he's
was
referring
perfectly
to.
on pitch. Wait a minute, hold up. We check in with Shaka Khan or somebody.
Right.
But not you.
But anyway, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I loved A$AP Rocky's reaction when she finished. He was in the audience cheering her on like she was the love of his life. The only woman in the room.
His baby. Yeah, that's my woman up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. He looked at her just lovingly, and I just love that part. But anyway, that was the Oscars.
Well, we got to give a shout out to Jonathan Majors and Michael B. Jordan when they came out on stage. They, Michael B. Jordan did say,
her.
hey, Auntie. They did acknowledge Angela Bassett, but also trended. What was Jonathan Majors? What was happening with the tux?
I think, was he on the Harder They Fall still, or?
Well, what he gotta do is he just gotta keep his shirt off.
Yes.
Finally, we agree on something, Steve.
You know.
Best body, Oscar goes to Jonathan Major.
Stylist, homie. Stylist.
He got a shout out to Ellie. He got to call Ellie. Yeah. Yes, you're a stylist, Steve. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, but so now you see, but at least, you know, it was a safe Oscars. It was safe. So do you think, I mean, you alluded to it. You practically said it. So is it ruined now forever, Steve, or what?
No, you know, it's going to come back in a little bit. You know, the Oscars have never been fair. It's a bias,
right.
It's a biased setup industry. It's never been fair. Think about it. It's just never been that way. So, I mean, you know, it's par for the course, you know. It's the television. It's the whole reason Hollywood was invented, for movies. It's the biggest movie platform in the world, and they control everything about it.
Yeah.
It's like the NFL and the NBA. It's Hollywood.
Yeah.
The NFL has a shield. The NBA has that Jerry West logo. And the Hollywood got them stars on the sidewalk and that sign up on the hill. And they're going to protect that shield.
Oh.
That's their shield. And they control it, man.
The Oscars.
That's our Oscars recap coming up at 20 minutes after the hour. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, the new single Justice for All by the J6 Prison Choir, featuring Donald Trump, has reached #1 on the iTunes top songs. The J6 Prison Choir is the group of men who were convicted after their participation in the insurrection on the U.S. Capitol back on January 6th of 2021. The song starts out with the choir singing the Star-Spangled Banner and ends up with the prisoners chanting USA, USA. The track for the song has clips of Donald Trump reciting the Pledge of Allegiance throughout it. Now, according to CNN, the J6 Prison Choir requested that Trump record his part for their upcoming song, and out of support for those incarcerated, Trump recorded his audio at his Mar-a-Lago residence. Can you believe this? No, I can't.
I can.
This is come on now.
I can believe it.
The J6 Prison Choir.
The J6 Prison Choir.
When you're doing 20 years, you have nothing else to do but make music. My cousin in there singing in prison all the time. That's what he do.
How much time did they get, these J6 people?
I think they got different time.
It ranges.
Different sentences.
Each one got different time. Yeah.
I heard the song.
You heard the song featuring Donald Trump?
It's whack. And why do domestic terrorists get an opportunity to record songs and make records? Federal offense where these people...
Carla, this was a peaceful gathering.
Oh, it wasn't a domestic terrorist act against a federal building?
Yes.
Where people died, police officers, Capitol police officers died, and they get to make a song?
How did they get to be accused of being domestic terrorists if they white people?
Who's buying the song? It's #1 on iTunes.
You know who's buying it.
I know. Come on.
Them.
Featuring Donald Trump. This is
them.
And they get paid.
Yeah, they're artists.
They get paid.
But where you gonna spend it at? Commissary?
At the commissary.
They can give the money to their families.
Yeah.
What kind of deal is it? I don't know, but I think that's disgusting. That's horrible.
And this comes under, Steve, what you always talk about. You say we're too free over here. This is an example of that. We're too free.
And so they had a studio in prison?
That's what I was thinking, Carla. They got a studio they went in.
What? Donald Trump records a portion of it too to be put on the song. So and iTunes is a streaming service.
Colluding with the convicted felon.
Come on now.
To participate in a project that they got after the American judicial system has convicted them of a crime against the United States. You, as a former president, collude with them to produce an album. This country, man.
Craziness. Yeah. This is real craziness right here. All right.
And just for the record, it is the stupidest, wackest song you've ever heard in your entire life.
Yeah, I haven't heard it. All right, coming up next, Sister Odell will be joining us right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, Sister Odell is here, ladies and gentlemen, as promised. I love how she just burst right in.
I answer. Big or small, I'm thinking about my Lord. Good. Lord, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Sister
Good morning, Sister Odell.
Good. Hey, Shirley.
Hey, Sister Odell, good morning.
Carly, how's you?
I'm well, Sister Odell. How you doing?
Doing wonderful, Junior.
Good morning, Sister Odell.
And the quiet girl don't never speak. She's a rude little heifer. I'm going to tighten her up.
Odell.
She is. She don't ever speak.
She's waving.
Well, what she got a microphone for? It's in the Zoom picture.
To talk to us.
Well, when I speak, talk to me. Respect your elders. Know your place.
She is speaking.
No, she ain't speaking. I don't wave your hand at me. I didn't wave mine at you.
Okay, Sister Odell. Don't get so upset.
Okay, well, all right now. Respect your elders.
It's Women's History Month, Sister Odell.
And in the history, they was respecting them.
Calm down, Sister Odell.
All right, what's going on? What is y'all talking about?
I wanted to know, had you heard the good news about Kirk Franklin?
What?
Yeah, he's number 1 on the Billboard Gospel Songwriters chart for an unprecedented 100 weeks. Now, this is a milestone, and this has made Kirk Franklin the first artist to spend 100 weeks on any songwriters chart. So, I mean, Sister Odell, that Steve and Kirk are really good friends. And so, do you know Kirk Franklin?
Well, let me ask you something. What is he on there 100 weeks for what now?
Songwriting.
Which song?
All of them.
The songs that he has written.
Yeah, all
the
of them.
gospel songs that he's written.
You mean between all of them he just spent 100 weeks?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
Yeah, well, that's good. Kirk is like, I know him and Steve is friends. I was friends with his cousin.
Who's Kirk Franklin's cousin that you're friends with? Who?
Benjamin
Franklin.
Benjamin.
The very one.
I threw.
Yes, Lord.
So
we
you
used
knew
to
Benjamin
whole being,
Franklin.
Yes, we used to play when we was children. My family knew his family. I don't want to bring up how because it was just Black History Month.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
they family was sneaky. They would get in. They was what they call race mixing.
Oh, man.
Couldn't help it because Ben was in love with this beautiful black woman.
Bet he was.
Lord have mercy.
What was her name?
Lofi.
Lofi.
Mm-hmm. We called her Lofi because she baked the bread.
Oh.
It's too much.
Wow, it's amazing how you know all
and then back then we called you Lofi if you was packing good. Now they got a song, they changed it now. It was Lofi back then. Now it's Apple Bottom. Apple Bottom make you wanna bite.
You're not gonna do it.
Make you buy a ticket, get on a flight.
Sister Odell, you be on TikTok? You like TikTok?
I like that little girl. She just as cute as she want to be. When I heard that song, it just stuck in my head, and I just been singing it. Yeah. Apple bottom, make you want to buy. Jump on the plane, catch a flight. Huh?
Did you ever wear apple bottoms, Sister Odell?
No, but I had coveralls, and I looked just like Lofi when I put them on. Girl, I had a bread basket, put something on you. You don't get to let my husband without having a nice deep bread basket. It's an apple bottom now because they manufacture apple bottom, make you want to buy.
All right, coming up next.
Come on, get a ticket, get on the flight.
For the nephew with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is, he has done his research. Okay, we'll find out what that's all about, who he's researching and everything in just a little bit. Because right now, Junior is in for the nephew with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Junior?
Yeah, Shirley, before we get to the prank phone call, has he, when I'm missing, y'all know, I tell y'all, I text mine and say, I'm in the hospital. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
When he missing, has anybody got a message? Do we know anything? Is he kidnapped? Is he
Nobody
anything
kidnapped Tommy. Nobody want him.
All
Unless
is
one
he
of the
sleep.
Frankies got him.
That's what it is, huh?
All is he sleep.
Okay.
Sleep?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Y'all up working, he's rest. He got to get his rest.
Because we spring forward this past weekend.
Yeah,
we lost that hour of sleep. Is that what it is?
But short people handle the time change. They got to go lay down somewhere. It affects like the barometric pressure different down there. You put that extra hour on them, shout at people.
The barometric pressure is different down there.
Yeah. Short people got a lot to deal with. Y'all don't know about that because I'm tall,
Yeah, right.
But when you're a short man, no, it don't affect women like that. But you a short man,
yeah.
So he needs all his rest.
Gotta get all of it. Okay, I just want to know.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure. All right, well, let's go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just here for you in case you need stuff.
That's spring forward.
Yeah, spring forward. Okay. Here's the prank.
It's a lot of fact. Go ahead.
Yeah, hit a prank. An invitation to the party. Let's go, Cat.
Hello. I'm trying to reach Danny. Yeah, what's up, this Danny? Hey, Danny, how you doing? My name is Paul, man. How you doing today, bro? I'm good, man. I'm good. What's up? Hey, man, I wanted to reach out to you, man, about your wife. You married to Nicole, right? I want to make sure I got the right person. Yeah. Now, who is this again? My name is Paul, man. I know Nicole. Nicole knows my wife. My wife is Regina, and we know Nicole real well, man. We was trying to actually see about getting you guys to come out and maybe go out on a double date, man. We all go out and hit the town. So you know my wife Nicole? Yeah. I mean, she I got your number out of Nicole's phone, and okay, hold up. Wait. What you mean you got my number out of Nicole's phone? You got you. I'm not understanding what's going on, dog. Okay, let me try to break this down to you, man. Myself, my wife Regina, and Nicole, we've all actually been hanging out lately. Within the last 6 weeks to 2 months. We've been hanging out. You ain't hanging out with my wife. Okay, my wife with me all the time, bro. So you might have the wrong number. No, you Danny, right? I'm Danny. Okay, and Nicole is your wife. Nicole is like about 5'4", 5'5", light skin. Yeah, that's my wife. That's my wife. But you ain't hanging out with her. Okay, man, I'm trying to explain to you what's going on. And if you want to listen to me, cool. I'm just trying. Okay, here's what's up. Get to your point, man. Me, Nicole, and my wife have been swinging. That's some bull. That's some bull. And you know what? You walking up the wrong tree, dog. This some bull. This some bull. Hey, man, I wanted to call you and tell you what was going on and see if you wanted to, call my ass. You got the wrong number for sure. Trust me, you got the wrong number. Let's just break this down, man. How many Danny is it, dog? It ain't that many. So, I mean, dude, you going to be in denial or you going to go and accept what I'm trying to tell you? I'm trying to invite me to what? I'm trying to invite you to come hang out with me and the girls. you know, do you want to, I mean, this might be something you might like if you try it, man, because, I mean, we done had a lot of fun with Nicole.
Like what? What the hell you mean you had fun with Nicole? You ain't no goddamn fun with Nicole. So what you trying to tell me? You trying to tell me y'all?
We had fun with Nicole. I'm trying to explain to you. We've done some.
Explain my hell no, that. Explain, man. This some bullshit.
Okay.
Number one, I know my wife, and I know she ain't no bullshit like that.
Okay.
And I ain't never heard no. I ain't never heard of you and your wife, and we've been together for years. So there's some bullshit.
Okay. Well, here's something you need to understand, man. You know your wife.
I don't need to understand nothing. You need to understand that this is
your wife, but I know her too. I know her. I know Nicole now. Me and Nicole is.
You know what? Where you at?
I'm rolling through the city right now. I got some work I got to do, but I'm just trying to see.
I need to put my eyes on you. I need to put my eyes on you, man.
Okay. Hey, man, do you want to come do what we be doing?
So you trying to tell me that my wife done been with another woman?
Yes, man. It's beautiful, dog. You got to see it, man.
You.
Man, dog, I'm just trying to keep it real with you, dog. I was just trying to holler at you, man, let you know what was going on. See, I'm thinking you might want to be, try it yourself. You know, that's all I'm thinking, man. I ain't trying to start nothing.
You know what, I don't know no guy Paul, I don't know no Gina, and I don't know why the you calling my phone. And I tell you what, when my wife get home, I'm going to find out about because this some bull, man.
Okay, no.
Problem.
Okay, dog, calm down, though, man.
No, calm my you done called my motherfucking number. How the hell you gonna tell me to calm down? You telling you and my wife, what, your wife sleeping with my wife with another woman?
Hey, man, Tommy is the one that told us that Nicole was down. He's the one.
Hold up. Who the Tommy?
Hey, dog, nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Hey, Daddy. His nephew Tommy, man, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your wife Nicole got me to prank phone call you, dog.
Man, that ain't even funny. Wow. Wow.
Hey, man, you all right? You all right, man?
Man, I'm glad. I'm glad this was just the morning show, man, and y'all just messed me. But look here, man, somebody gonna you up one day. Lying. Boy, somebody gonna get your I hope you got a good insurance policy.
Daddy, gotta ask you, man, what is the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land?
Hey, number one, man. The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, there it is. It's a prank invitation to the party.
What is this madness?
Busy party. They got a lot.
Yeah, they're pretty busy there.
Party. Yeah.
Pretty busy party, man. Listen up at Dallas, Texas Trust Theater, April 1st. April Fool's Comedy Jam. And it's going to be nephew Tommy, who we don't know where he at right now, but he going to be hosting the show. I'm going to be on the show. Dominique, Rodney Perry. And we got Monique, Queen of Comedy. It's going to be April 1st. Get your tickets right now, Texas Trust Theater. And we going to be ignorant. I know that. I know, first of all, Tommy going to be ignorant off the top because he coming out there hosting. He's setting the tone up. That's all I know. Tommy finna set this tone. I'm coming there, take it up another level. Rodney Perry, Dominique Taylor, and then Monique gonna close it. That's all we got for you. Go and get your tickets right now. Texas Trust Theater, April 1st. Yeah.
It's gonna be real. You got a whole new series of material.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I love it.
You have a life you never had.
Oh, man.
I
Never
can't
had
wait.
this, huh?
All right, Junior, coming up next, Strawberry Letter. Thank you. The subject is he has done his research. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com by clicking on Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. You never know. It could be yours. So write us. We'd love to hear from you.
That's right. Write us. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Strawberry Letter with my good friend Shirley Strawberry.
Thank you, my good friend Junior. Subject, he has done his research. Dear Stephen Shirley, I'm a 30-year-old single female and I'm a regional manager for a jewelry company. I met a handsome and wealthy man online and we dated for 7 months. I didn't have a lot of faith in online dating because I thought it was for weirdos that only wanted to hook up for sex. I also thought that all of the men online were lying on their bios. Turns out I was a weirdo and I got busted recently. My online dating profile had that I was a single woman that loves wine and the finer things in life. I failed to put on there that I was a single mother of a teenager. When I met my guy, I eventually told him I have a 13-year-old daughter that is living with her father because he lives closer to her private school. I met this man's mother and she asked if we've ever met. I lied in her face and kept the lie up for a long time until his mom told him he should do some research on me. His mother was actually one of my counselors at the Juvenile Justice Center until I was 18 years old. I was in and out of rehab as a teenager, not because I was on drugs, but because I sold them. Every time I got caught, I got sent to a juvenile rehab center so I wouldn't have to go to a detention center. By the time I turned 17, I got pregnant and I left the streets alone. When my child was born, my child's father's mom asked to raise a baby and I agreed it was best. I put my past behind me and went to technical school and got a certificate, and then I got a great job. My boyfriend did a lot of research to find out who I really was, and then he broke up with me. He told me the past is the past, but I should have been honest. We had only been together for 7 months, so I was waiting. Was I wrong for withholding that info? Well, I'm a firm believer in you don't have to tell everything. I mean, not every little detail of your life, but in your case, you left out key pieces of information that should have been told. I mean, 7 months is a long time for you guys to be together. Sometimes, that could determine how long you're going to be together if you get past 3 months, then the 6 months and all of that. Sometimes you can make it into a real relationship. I just, I understand how you feel about online dating. You said, you thought it was for weirdos and it turned out that you were the one that was withholding things. The question is, we'd only been together for 7 months, so you were waiting. What were you waiting for? The right moment? I mean, it seems to me that when his mother asked, did she recognize you? That could have been a moment for you to tell something. I mean, the constant lying to his mom who actually recognized you. I think she was right to tell him to do his research, and timing is everything. You could have taken time to tell him. I mean, I get it. You were probably scared you would lose him if you told him, but not telling him made it worse. So what was he supposed to do? I think this letter is not about how you turned your life around for the better. I think that's great. This happened quite a while ago when you were 17, 18. You're 30 now. I just think this letter is not about that, turning your life around. It's great that you did that, but this letter is about you withholding important moments about your past that could affect your future with this man. And there's a valuable lesson here about telling the truth, because everyone has a story to tell about how they got to where they are today. But he can't appreciate who you are now because you hid it and, you withheld. You lied about it for all intents and purposes. Some things about ourselves, yes, they are hard to volunteer. I get that. But it's better if you tell them before someone else does. Steve?
You know how I feel about honesty.
Yes, I do. We all do.
It's been well documented. You know how I feel about telling the truth all the time. It's been well documented. I'm not a proponent of telling everything.
Right.
Nor am I proponent of always telling the truth. But now there is such a thing as unnecessary lying.
We know you.
I will lie anytime it's needed, required, or necessary. I will in a heartbeat. But then, this is a letter about unnecessary lies. Let's go. He's done his research. I'm a 30-year-old single female, and I'm a regional manager at a jewelry company. I met a handsome and wealthy man online. We dated for 7 months. Well, I hope you don't call that a success, because 7 months is not successful dating. I didn't have a lot of faith in online dating because I thought it was for weirdos that only wanted to hook up for sex. But in spite of that, you went online anyway. That right there, so that's not a true statement. I thought it was for weirdos that only want to hook up. So I also thought that all of the men online were lying on their bios. So what did you do? You decided to join in and lie too, but unnecessarily. Turns out I was a weirdo and I got busted recently. My online dating profile had that I was a single woman that loves wine and the finer things in life. You are a single woman, but you're a single mother. If you had told a man about the kid, it probably wouldn't have mattered. You 30, you had a baby at 17, but your story deeper than that. Oh, I know why you didn't tell it.
Hang on, Steve.
But that was an unnecessary lie.
Yeah. All right, Steve, hang on. We'll have part 2 of your response to today's Strawberry Letter. He has done his research right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Come on, Steve, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, he has done his research.
I am a proponent of lying.
You have to keep saying that. I am a
proponent of that's how you see.
That's how you start off the segment?
The truth matters. The truth matters, sir.
Not all the time. And I'm a proponent of that. But then there is such a thing as an unnecessary lie.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to her. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You got to know when to lie.
Time it.
Mandatory, needed, heartfelt lies. You 30-year-old single female, a regional manager, met a wealthy man online and you dated for 7 months. That's not a success. You didn't have a lot of faith in online dating because I thought it was for weirdos that only wanted to hook up for sex, but you went online anyway. I also thought all the men online were lying on their bios, so you decided to join in and lie too. Unnecessary. Turns out I was the weirdo and I got busted. My online dating profile said that I was a single woman that loves wine and the finer things in life. That's a true statement about everybody. But you left off something that was not necessary. You're not a single woman, you're a single mother.
Mother.
That wouldn't have been hurtful to tell at all. I failed to put that I was a single mother as a teenager because you're 30 and you got a 13-year-old daughter, so you was a single mother at 17. You didn't have to say that, but you should have said you were a single parent. Now, the 13-year-old daughter lives with her father because he lives closer to the private school. Now, here's where you could have started being a little bit more better. This would have helped you. I met this man's mother, and she asked me if we'd ever met. I lied in her face and kept up the lie for a long time. Well, a long time ain't 7 months. Until his mom told him he should do some research on me. The mother didn't say exactly where she knew him from, probably. Just do some research. His mother was actually one of my counselors at the Juvenile Justice Center until I was 18 years old. I was in rehab as a teenager, not because I was on drugs, but because I sold them. When you saw this woman, you should have said, "Oh, Miss Gladys, it's you. Thank you so much. You turned my life completely around. I was so lost. My mom and father abandoned me, and you meant so much to me and you caused me to change my life. I'm working at a jewelry store. I've changed my life. I have my life together, and I have you to thank for it. Oh, my God, you were wonderful to me." Man, if that man had saw you loving on his mama like that, you could have turned this whole thing around. But oh no, you unnecessary lie. Do I know you somewhere? From where?
You're right. You don't know
I
me.
ain't never seen you. You don't know me.
Right.
You got me mixed up with somebody else. And she was in there for selling drugs, and every time I got caught, I got sent to a juvenile rehab center so I wouldn't have to do a detention center. By the time I turned 17, I got pregnant. I left the streets alone. When my child was born, my child's father's mama asked the baby asked to raise the baby, and I agreed it was best. Because she knew you wasn't nothing.
Not at that
17-year-old slanging drugs. Let me get this baby up out of here. This is my son's baby. Let me give this baby a chance. Thank God for mothers like that. Thank God for grandmamas around the world that know how to pick up. Man, Lord have mercy. I put my past behind me. I went to technical school and got a certificate. Then I got a great job. Well, my boyfriend did a lot of research to find out who I really was. And he broke up with you. He told me that the past is the past, but I should have been honest. See, you lied unnecessarily. Single, love wine and finding things in life. A single mother who loves wine and finding things in life. That would not have made a difference to this man.
Because he liked her. Yeah.
Because even when he found out you had the baby, he was still with you. But the selling the drugs, he can't do that. He can't go with that one right there. You should have told him to see, but he was going to bounce on that one. A lot of dudes can't handle that. So he told me that the past, but I should have been honest. We had only been together for 7 months. So I was waiting. Wait, 7 months?
That's a minute.
I'm pretty sure y'all had slept together by then.
You can have a baby at 9.
Yeah. Come on.
That's a long time.
Was I wrong for withholding that info? Yes, you were.
Yeah.
And to show you how wrong it was, it has backfired. And now you're paying for the consequences. The man said the past is the past, but you should have been honest. Because, see, now, if you ain't honest about that, now he got to question your honesty on every level.
So Steve,
because you unnecessarily lied.
One more time, I want
lying should be reserved for mandatory, heartfelt, and needed moments. All other lies are unnecessary.
Wow.
Ask me anything, Shirley, and I'll tell you how to answer it.
What does it say on your shirt?
Oh, it's just a message.
Yes,
it's a message of encouragement.
Just unnecessary.
You can't answer the question.
Thank you.
So you have a lie prepared.
For anything.
That's what I'm getting. All right.
I don't have them prepared, but they pop up instantly. I just know how to do it.
Try the truth. All right, hit us up on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM to comment on today's Strawberry Letter. You can also check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Coming up next, it is Sports Talk with Junior right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Well, it didn't happen. The Carolina Panthers now have the number 1 pick. It was traded by Chicago.
Oh, it worked. They did it.
They did it.
What happened, Junior? Tell me the trade.
Okay. Carolina Panthers now have the number 1 pick. They gave up their first and second round pick for this draft, and then they got wide receiver DJ Moore. They gave their number 1 wide receiver to the Chicago Bears, and now they have the number 1 pick. And then they're gonna get 2 more picks for next season and the year after that. So they gave up a boatload.
Is Justin Fields still with Chicago?
Justin Fields is staying in Chicago. So Carolina has the number 1 pick. Now Chicago moves down to number 9. They got the 9th pick now. But I'm just saying, all I'm mad is that the Texans ain't do a damn thing. We was 2. We was right there. We could have went. We could have just moved 1 more.
But so, Junior, why?
Well, because we wanted Bryce Young. We want Bryce Young. The mock draft say now, we finna get C.J. Stroud. They say they're gonna probably go get C.J. Stroud now from Ohio State.
He cute too.
Okay, quarterback, Stroud?
Yeah, Stroud. Yeah, C.J. Stroud.
What's wrong?
Well, we wanted Bryce Young. That's what I want.
Obviously, you didn't want him enough. But
that's not me.
If you get Bryce Young, you ain't got nobody to put around him. Y'all would have had to give up picks, and y'all can't afford to give up nothing.
Could y'all give up Deshaun?
Get C.J. Stroud. Y'all should get Richardson. We're not giving Deshaun.
Is he cute?
No, they play football, Shirley. Where hell?
We don't know.
Give a damn about they cute.
Yeah.
I'm just saying Bryce and C.J. Stroud are cute. They're young boys. They cute. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like
Justin
Richardson.
Fields for the Bears. He's cute too.
I like
from Florida.
I don't like cute-ass quarterbacks.
Well, we
can't Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
Cute quarterbacks. Look at Patrick Mahomes. See how he won? He won. He ugly. He won.
You're not ugly.
You all don't know. You all are nothing.
I don't care if they mad. He ugly. Yeah,
Junior, I've never heard that before. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never heard that.
But Patrick Mahomes, you ain't seen in the voice that come out that mouth. You ain't seen.
He plays so damn good. I done seen him live. I look
just like Kermit the Frog.
I look just like him and sound just like him for $500 million. I'll take his hair, all that.
Ugly, Junior. Patrick
No. Anyway, so also, man, shout out to Texas Southern University. They go into the tournament, the March Madness tournament. Texas Southern did win the SWAC. And also shout out to Howard University. They go into the tournament as well. They won the HU. They in the building. That's it, man. Congratulations. Go get them. That's it, man. That's what we got, Shirley.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Coming up at the top of the hour, comedian Monique, our girl, says she is no longer in an open marriage. We'll figure out what that's all about when we come back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Comedian Monique has spoken up about her marital arrangement with her husband on the Monique and Sydney's Open Relationship podcast in the past. But in a recent interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Monique said she and her husband are in the process of welcoming a new chapter. Monique stated that both she and her husband have stopped having extramarital affairs, and they no longer have an open marriage. Monique stated, quote, "Life began to happen. I began to see a strength I had never seen before. He loved me at my worst. I didn't want to sacrifice that just for a lay. So I grew out of that," unquote. In addition to speaking on the shifting dynamics within their relationship, Monique also praised her husband, saying, "He's the best manager that I've ever had, and I've had the big boys." Okay. Mm-hmm. So the message here is that, I mean, can you change once you've been into, something like that, an open marriage or, different type of marriage? Can you change? Is it possible to stop an open marriage and have a monogamous relationship after having years of that kind of freedom? What do you think, Steve? Well, let's go to Junior first. He's a newlywed.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. I think it's great. I really do. Because me and
open
Monique
marriage.
I think it's no. The fact that she's changed. Because me and Monique is doing a show April 1st in Dallas at the Texas Trust Theater, and I'm telling you right now, what she said is brilliant. Okay, go get your tickets right now. Tommy, me, Rodney Perry, and Dominique gonna be at the Texas Trust. Go ahead, Monique. Tell your truth, girl.
Get your money, Junior. Don't mess up your money.
Go ahead,
Well, I don't make comments on her. So this comment is just about marriage. Mm-hmm. I'm commenting on marriage.
Okay.
I think it's difficult to change horses in the middle of the stream. I think it's difficult to do that. If two people are consenting, that's one thing. I got that. But I don't really know if you know what's in the other person's heart, so to speak. And, if you open and swinging and all like that, there's going to be some residual from one of those open swinging affairs.
Some fallout, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's going to be some residual, some hanging on, some feelings, some something. So I don't really know about that. I've never had that agreement before, and I think it's a hard one to come up with. And that's what I want to say about and open. I never got it anyway. It's not for me to get. It's not nothing I could propose or uphold.
Because you're thinking, why get married if you want to be in an open marriage?
What's the purpose of that?
Right.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I'm going to marry you, but I'm going to let you go see other people. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Mm-hmm. And with that, Unc, you know what I was thinking, though, Unc? And you tell me if I'm wrong. Because April 1st, me and Monique and Tommy and Dominique and Roddy Perry's doing a show And I think it's easier. That may be hard to have an open marriage. But what's easy is to get these tickets for this show to Texas Trust Theater. That's easy. That's a link. That's what they should do. And that's what I feel what Monique is saying is great. Because she probably going to talk about this at the show on April 1st in Dallas at the Texas Trust Theater. I believe she is. I'm going to go and see if she going to say something.
If I were you, that's what you would
That's what I would do.
You better make your money, Junior. I love it. But I do commend her and commend them if they're trying to, go back into, if they're trying it anyway, to have an open marriage. I like what she said about she began to see a strength she had never seen before. So maybe that means she is changing and, she wants to do things differently to get different results, So,
their bond as husband and wife,
Speaking of
it's
changing, I
stronger.
believe she going to be changing clothes on April 1st when she gets ready dressed to go do this show at the Texas Trust Theater. I promise you she's going to change clothes. I mean, she's not going to come. When she came in the theater on, she ain't going to have on when she walk on stage. I promise you. April 1st, get your tickets. Miss Texas Trust Theater. Don't miss this. This is beautiful. I'm glad we had this talk.
Yeah.
See you April 1st, Junior. Coming up in 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So Reggae Jean Page, Morgan Freeman, and Kevin Wilmot are working as executive producers on a scripted Muhammad Ali television series for Peacock. It's called Excellence. 8 fights will focus on 8 critical events in Muhammad Ali's life, and each episode will be framed by one fight from Ali's life. But the essence of the episode, what it's really about, is the internal fight, the drama outside the ring, where the series will explore the struggle going on in the heart and mind of one of the most legendary yet controversial figures in the 20th century. And in case you didn't hear me, Morgan Freeman will be one of the executive producers. In case you didn't hear that part.
We heard
Steve,
that part, but Reggae Jean, that's more important than Morgan Freeman.
He is cute. He is cute.
Kevin Wilmot. I don't even know who that is, but Kevin Wilmot. Anybody.
But Reggae Jean, come on, the Duke. Bridgerton, come on, Duke.
Yes. You used to box when you were young. Were you inspired to start boxing because of Ali? And can you name his most notable boxing matches?
Oh, all of them. The Thriller in Manila, the George Foreman fight when he beat Sonny Liston. I was there when he came back, when he lost to Leon Spinks, came back and beat him. I was for all of them, man. I watched this dude. I know what he is. That ain't why I boxed, because I was tired of getting my ass whooped at school.
Well, again, Morgan Freeman is executive producing that. Girl. And we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 33 minutes after the hour. We will play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather have a body like the Tasmanian Devil, or would you rather have a body like Winnie the Pooh? Those are your choices. Shirt, no pants.
Yeah. Give me Pooh. Yeah. Shirt, no pants. I'm out here. I'm gonna drive through.
So your choice is you could look like Anthony Anderson or sing at the entertainment. I'm going with Sid. Me and Sid. I'm going with Sid. I'm Winnie the Pooh. He's a small bear. I call him bear anyway.
Yeah, you do.
He said you look like Anthony Anderson.
Yeah, I'm me and Sid. Friends, we just gonna do this.
Oh, man.
All right. Would you rather get $50 million to leave the country alone, or would you get $500,000 to stay with your wife? $50 million to leave the country alone, or $500,000 to stay with your wife?
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Yeah.
Let me get this right.
$50 million.
I leave the country. She can't ever come with me?
By yourself. Leave the country alone for $50 million.
Hell no.
Or $500,000 to stay with your wife.
No, I'm $500,000 to stay with.
Aww.
Isn't that nice?
You
Let's hear from the newlywed.
Yes.
Come
on, newlywed Junior.
Well, hold on. Y'all got to
$50 million, leave the country, never see her again. $500,000, stay here with her.
But let me ask you something, because the person
I ain't
who
got
has
to ask
seen,
nothing to answer.
Yeah, you seen $50 million. I don't know what that feeling is. Is it worth it?
For me, it's not.
50 million?
Only you can.
I don't know what it look like.
50 million is a whole lot of money, man. It is a gang load of paper, dog.
It can do a lot of things.
Boy,
Yes, it can.
can do damn near anything.
Yes, it can. Tell him, Steve.
Ain't no lot of things. It's finna solve a bunch of problems.
Okay, so 500,000 to stay with her.
Right here, she yours.
In the good old U.S. of A.
Don't be
Take
Tommy,
it too
Junior.
long.
I'ma stay with
Too
her.
long.
I'ma stay.
Thank you. That's
Call
what
her.
a newlywed
50
is
million.
supposed to say.
Leave the country. Leave your husband. 500,000. Stay here with him.
Bye. We can date. Long distance. We can date long distance. My husband know who he's me. He get 25 million anyway. I'm gonna hook him up. He gonna be like, "Do you, boo? Do you?"
Do you, boo?
I didn't think that through.
All right. Would you rather eat only cereal for 5 days or eat only protein bars for 5 days?
Give me the cereal.
Oh, cereal. I love cereal.
What?
Okay.
Cereal in here.
Oh, man, give me some Honey Nut Cheerios, some Raisin Bran.
That's fun.
Oh, that's good,
on.
healthy
That's
cereal.
smart.
Okay.
All right.
Man.
Thank you. That's today's round of Would You Rather. Coming up, it is our last break of the day, and we'll have some closing from the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are, last break of the day. Hey, Steve, before we get to your closing, there was one more Would You Rather that we didn't get to. I think this is worth stopping for. Would you rather be known to have lots of stamina in bed, or would you rather be known for having the best techniques in bed? Lots of stamina or best technique?
I'm stamina.
Skills.
I ain't got to look perfect, though, but I'm in here for you. Yeah, stamina.
Yeah, no, I'm technique.
You technique.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
Technique, man.
Lord.
Uh-oh.
That's always been my calling card, though.
Oh, you're calling card. I thought you were going to say you're calling.
You talk about
Well,
today?
that too. Technique. Yeah, technique, man.
Crazy.
Oh, my God, what was that? Don't worry about it. Oh, look, wait a minute. Hold on.
It's a calling card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
All right.
much today.
Yes.
Learned it too. Okay.
Okay.
Well, you know something? This is going to be a crazy switch, but I have some closing remarks. I kind of want to talk to people today about something that I think that a lot of people are going through. And that's waiting on God's timing. Can I tell you sometimes that's really hard to do?
What a segue.
I said it was going to be a little different, but, might as well forget it. It wasn't that serious of a thing. I just know, man, that as a person who has learned more and more to trust in God's timing, it's still hard because we're human. How many times have you prayed for something and you needed it to happen, and it just seemed like it was taking so long, to the point where almost sometimes you thought it wasn't going to ever happen at all? Even to the point where you gave up asking for it and stopped believing it could happen because you just went, man, maybe it ain't meant to be. It is hard to trust in God's timing, but that's something we have to develop. Because what I have found out is that when I wait, when he does give me as he promised, it has always been slightly different, but abundantly better. Slightly different. Keyword slightly. But abundantly better. That has happened every single time. Now I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if you like me, but let's just throw this out here. Have you ever asked God for something and asked him for it and then said, hey, God, I'm asking you this, but I'm really going to need you to hurry up now. I'm really, God, listen, look, man,
I know I'm supposed to wait patiently, but this is an emergency. I need you right now. 72 hours ain't gonna make the cut for me. I need you now. But then what's crazy, though, is if I felt that way, the 72 hours passed, the weeks went by, the months went by, the years went by, then he showed up with it, and here was the crazy thing, he wasn't late. That's so crazy, man. Because that whole time, I was asking him for the strength to get through this thing that I needed to be over. You know what he did? He showed me just how strong I really was. Then he gave it to me. But what he gave me was bigger and better than what I asked for. There's a scripture that says something to this effect, that God will do exceedingly and abundantly over all I think or ask. And man, I done seen him do it time and time again. So y'all, I know it can get discouraging sometimes. I know not having your prayer answered when you want it to be answered can be a bit discouraging. But God wants us to keep the faith and have faith in him and believe that he's working on your behalf behind the scenes. I can't tell you how many times he's done something that on my behalf I didn't know was going on. I'm going through that right now. That everything I asked him for has been delayed. But you know what I know? It ain't been denied. Delayed don't mean denied. And you got to understand that about it. So maybe me not getting what I want exactly when I wanted it is for a reason. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even know what the reason is. I don't have an inkling of an idea. I know I wish this had got completed, but it hasn't. And I'm going through it right now. And he's teaching me again a lesson that I need to know. To trust in God's timing. To stay patient, Steve Harvey. And I got you. And ain't I always had you? Have I ever let you go down or under permanently? With all your enemies have attempted to do to you in your lifetime, haven't I always protected and covered you? So get back to the Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I've taken care of you then, I'll take care of you now. Keep trusting, keep holding on, y'all. Keep the faith. God got you. Those are my closing remarks today. I hope you enjoyed them. If you didn't, man, come back tomorrow. But here's the deal, though. Talking to God would be great, and I got some special news. He would absolutely love to hear from
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.